Good evening, I'm Asad Ahmed. Prefabricated homes are making a return to London to provide affordable living with the advantage that they can be put up quickly and moved into. They don't look anything like the prefabs of the 1950s. These have come a long way and there are demands for the Mayor of London to start making much more use of them. Our political editor Tim Donovan has been taking a look.
Floor by floor, layer by layer, a housing block taking shape in East London, not built so much as screwed together on site.
Well, this is one of the flats, actually the first flat that I've seen finished and furnished, which is really exciting to see.
This is the architect.
The entire structure is made from prefabricated timber panels.
The internal walls, ceilings and floors, all pine, made to measure in a factory in Austria and transported over.
It's about twice as fast as building in concrete. So we're saving massive amounts from the overall programme of construction.
So it could mean more housing sooner, but what about the cost?
How does it compare with price?
Price equivalent, much more cost efficient. So much more cost efficient than concrete or steel structures because you've got fewer people actually on site, you've got less waste, you've got a more efficient way of building buildings.
Let's make a thing.
Among the first to benefit, Shadell and her two sons. They've just moved in after a long wait in a one-bedroom flat.
It's a dream come true with me and my boys. The boys have their own room, I have my own room. I even have the balcony on my side, so I'm more than happy.
But the London Assembly argues the Mayor could be doing more to promote this form of housing.
He needs to dedicate land, particularly Transport for London land. He needs to use resources and funding, and he also needs to use his policies and his planning and his strategies to incentivise the sector. And he can then get a win, and a win for the country, because this is a new and emerging sector, an industrial sector for the UK.
And do you think people are still prejudiced against prefabs?
I think people are worried about prefabs. People are worried about the quality of the buildings. People are worried about the quality of the homes that it makes. But this is an incredibly robust, incredibly kind of firm architecture, which I think is a fabulous result for off-site manufacture.
City Hall says it's already making money available for innovative schemes to provide off-site manufactured homes. But it's signalled there will be further measures in the Mayor's long-awaited housing strategy next month. Experts seem agreed that London needs at least 50,000 new homes to be built each year. At the moment, the rate is less than half that. Could this be one of the solutions? This development in Dalston, 120 residential units, business units as well. Most of it was manufactured, constructed off-site elsewhere and then installed here. Now, the first tenants have just moved in. It should be completed in the next few weeks. And the architect involved with this project is Andrew Waugh. Just in simple terms, how has this come about? What goes into the process?
So the entire structure is built from solid timber. So those are big timber panels, 6 inches thick, 35 feet long, 12 feet high. So it's prefabricated, brought on a truck here and literally screwed into place.
And this is a factory in Austria?
It is, yeah. And they come here, they're installed. So we're building about a story every month here. And it's very fast. So as I said, the whole thing goes together with cordless screwdrivers. So no more cement mixers or grinders or jackhammers, that kind of thing. Very quiet, very fast, very cost efficient.
You say very fast. I mean, how fast? Much more quick than traditional construction?
Absolutely, about a third of the time. It takes about a third of the time off.
Are there enough incentives? Is enough being done to encourage people like you to keep building this stuff?
The policy that's coming through from the GLA is incredibly important. All the help that we can get from policy to change the construction industry is really necessary.
And what's that, subsidies, more money, or is it problems in the planning system?
I think it's an understanding of the planning system, of the advantages of this way of building.
This London Assembly report is suggesting that the Mayor should be doing more with his planning powers, with the subsidies, the money that he has available to make this sector expand, build more housing like this. And as the architects involved in this project say this is pioneering, one of the biggest such projects in the world that uses wood. 2,500 trees, go into constructing this, and they're saying, at the heart of this is also an issue of sustainability. And it's also lighter. I mean, the model is lighter, and thus it's easier to build stuff like this in constrained or on constrained sites. This is actually over a Eurostar tunnel, and there's a train line just behind us here. here. And so the thinking is that if you could just get the mayor and the government catalysing, the word is, trying to boost this sector, indicating that there are funds available and you're going to deregulate the planning system, you could start to get a lot more of this built and built more quickly.